You got to get yours. Got to get them, got to get them, got to get them. There's a crazy ticket offer right now. But here's why we do a crazy ticket offer. Because you can buy one ticket for $79, but you can find 2 or 3 people from your church or from your world, buy them a ticket for $20. You don't even have to give us the name of the people that you're bringing with you now. We will just get them off you before the event. You can buy extra tickets and we'll work with you to find those people, and then we'll send a ticket to them once you know who they are. Go to kingdombusiness.com.au, grab your tickets now, because this thing's buzzing right now live with people buying tickets. All right, there's 5 more sales in the last 15 minutes. So they're flying out of the door. You don't want to be missing out.
Hey, just got a question for guys that are doing B2B this time of year. How do you approach it? And you know, when so many businesses are winding down and just thinking of getting through, what's some things that we can do to set us up for 2020?
Great question. So the biggest mistake most people make when it comes to this time of year in a B2B, a business-to-business environment, is they think, oh, well, everyone's taking time off, so there's no point in doing anything. I'm thinking that's absolute madness. Now is the time of the year when B2B people have a little bit of discretionary time. Like, you know, they've had their Christmas turkey and everyone's fallen asleep in a food coma, and they're going to reach for their phone and, you know, digest 36 minutes of Facebook or whatever, or, you know, or LinkedIn or Insta. Like, now is the time to put yourself on the radar of your audience that you choose. Right? Like, I know it bucks the trend, but it's obvious to me that now is the time. You know, like people haven't had time. You know, people are busy during the year, but they give more time, more discretionary time to reading or, you know, watching videos or laying about and learning and being inspired. They do more of that in the coming 3 weeks than in the other 49 weeks of the year. So now's the time to be jumping in the studio, jumping in front of a camera, jumping in front of your iPhone and recording. Videos, thoughts, hints, tips, value, driving some of those to a website so you can pixel them and remarket them in the new year. Maybe producing a document or some asset that they could download, and now you've got their email address ready for next year. You've got to start putting assets and content out into the ecosystem, and you will find that people start consuming. Now, of course, come mid-January 2020, you've now got both eyes on your content. You've got maybe some email addresses. You've got pixel audiences. You can remarket to people that watched more than 50% of your videos. Like you've got those things around you to build momentum to push into next year.
So would you only be doing sort of online awareness type content? You wouldn't be doing any actual like reach outs and stuff like that?
Like offline?
Yeah.
Well, I've just posted a letter to 1,500 people that'll arrive tomorrow. So yeah, I'm all for offline.
Yeah. And so yeah, okay. You're a bit cold calling and stuff like that.
I would want to test it, actually, just because I wouldn't go no. My gut feeling is it could be a little bit awkward, but I'm not worried about awkward. I want cash. So I would probably give it a go. But there might be some other ways to do that. There might be like, you know, maybe punch some things out through Messenger or things like that and make some introductions that are not phone calls, you know. Obviously, you know, you would obviously steer clear of Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. You steer clear of all those days. There are a lot of people that work between Christmas and New Year. A lot of people that work between Christmas and New Year. So if they're working, call them. If they're not working, then infiltrate them a different way. Right?
Sure.
But you can be emailing them, and you can be messaging them, and you can be, you know, putting content in front of them. And, you know, you could be using this. Okay, so here's an interesting one. This would be a good time of year for you to catch up and set up some strategic alliances with some other B2B professionals that maybe could help you in 2020.
Yeah, sure.
You know, not everyone is kind of like religious on their 2 weeks off. You know, there are a lot of people that will take 1 week and then they'll half take the next week and they'll be in work mode a little bit. Go find those people. Go and set up coffee meetings and work out how you can do business together. So you could pretty much do all of that through this time. But I think that my number one strategy is to produce enough content at this time of year that I can drip feed it to an audience over the break.
Yeah, makes
Now,
sense.
I don't know if you're reading between the lines here, Timmy, but do you know why I'm producing such a long show today?
You would like to cut this bad boy down into 300 different pieces?
Yeah, 15.
15.
And then put it across all the platforms and turn it into 200 pieces of content. And now I can go on a break and I infiltrate the mind of the masses.
Magic.
Look at that, eh? Being a practitioner.